I'm Brianna Finch, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on Sports Like Talk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Keep the wins go hard. Rising star on the big team, make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, heard it say go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
Yeah, let's go, SLT Nation. What it do, fam? Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. It is season 5. That's right. The big nickel is here, 2025. We have kicked off the year with a click, clack, bang, and we are keeping this mission going. That's right. Kevin and I are going all across this country into our communities, and we are finding rising superstars who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. We ain't never been here before, ladies and gentlemen. We have finally made it up to Terrier Nation. That's right, Boston University. We got her in the building. 23 years of coaching experience, her 4th season at BU, and she is a guru on both sides of the basketball. From Sac Town all the way up California, make some noise for one of your very own, the associate head coach, the recruiting coordinator, and the super talented Coach Brianna Finch. Coach Finch, how you doing today?
So much better now. That is by far the best intro I've ever had in my life. I'm great. I'm super excited to talk with you guys today, and this is fantastic. And I'm so appreciative of what you're doing and how you're sharing the game and highlighting the women's game and all of the excitement around it right now.
JT, she gonna make us blush. She gonna make me blush before we even get this thing kicked off. Y'all, hey, Coach, I want to send you a super shout out because as all of y'all know, we hosted out of Dallas, Texas. Coach is an hour ahead of us, and it feels like it's midnight right now. So shout out to you, Coach Finch. Shout out to all my Terriers. I don't even know what kind of noise the Terriers make, Kevin, but I'm trying to do my best. Big dog noise. KT. Well, if this is your first time rocking with the SLT crew, welcome to the show. Welcome to the vibe. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the You Got Next logo, the Quiet Storm. All facts, no cap. The head coach, KT. Cal. Man, did you think 2025 was going to be this fruitful? We told him it was going to be a big year, but man, the list, the names. Oh my goodness. We're at Boston University, KT. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, B. Jones. I'm pretty sure it's maybe colder there than it is here. And, we're not used to this kind of cold. So hopefully this show can kind of warm us up a little bit.
Remember how I'm from California?
I know.
Oh, we're going to talk about that one in just a second, Coach. Man. All right, y'all, let's get the show kicked off. Let's go. Welcome to the moment of truth. That's right. We don't waste no time. We are jumping right into an icebreaker with Coach Finch. This is our version of two truths and a lie. So the rules are super simple. If you're new to the show, Coach Finch has 3 facts that she's already pre-planned about herself. But as the title of the game goes, one of these facts is a That's right, it is not the truth. Kevin and I will have exactly 60 seconds to work together as a tandem and see if we can use deductive reasoning and figure out which one of these facts is not the truth. We want y'all to play along in the comments today, too. Y'all help us out. If you know it, y'all shout it out right now in the comments. All right, Coach Finch, we are ready. Now, with that being said, Kevin, this is what we got 8 wins on the year. We having a really good, solid campaign. So, Coach, we're a little over 700 right now. You know what I'm saying? I like our record. I like our odds. Let's give us your 3 facts, Coach Finch.
All right, I've put on my poker face. All right, so first fact. I played against the University of Tennessee when Pat Summitt was still coaching and was the coach at this head coach, obviously, at the time. I lettered in 3 varsity sports in high school, and I coached professionally in Europe.
All right, KT, I'm on her. I know she did some coaching in Denmark. I think that is Denmark part of Europe, KT. I think Denmark part of y'all from Louisiana, y'all. Y'all got to forgive me if my geography ain't all that great. I think Denmark is a part of Europe. So I'm jumping on that one. So now the big question is number 1 and number 2. Kevin, which way are you leaning first and foremost? I'm leaning on number 2 being a lie, KT.
Is that the Pat Summitt one?
Yes. No. Pat Summitt was number 1. I think
letter in 3 sports.
Yeah, I think the letter in 3 sports. I think it's probably letter in like 4 sports or something like that. She just seems super talented. I did the math on it, and again, it's Louisiana math. 23 years ago, she's been coaching for 23 years. That would kind of put her at Sonoma State at around that time where Summitt was beating the brakes off folks and taking names. So I'm gonna say 1 is the truth, Kevin. I'm gonna say 1 is the truth, 2 is the lie, 3 is the truth. Which one you want to go with, bro?
Let's go with that, because I don't think she would lie on Pat Summitt.
I don't think she gonna lie on the GOAT neither. All right, Coach Finch, you tell us which one was not the truth.
I did not letter in 3 sports. You were and you far flattered me. I definitely didn't letter in 4 either. I only played basketball.
Hey, that was it. Singular focus, singular minded, grab the rock. Kevin, I'm telling you, I'm feeling good about this year. We got 9 wins. We only about 12 shows into the year.
I thought I might get you.
Oh, no, Coach, you was nice to us. You played nice. All right, Coach, let's get this show going. Let's get it cracking. Let's take them on a journey. That's right. We're going on a road trip, and this is all about the journey of your career, your story. Before we go on any road trip, Coach, you know what you got to do? Let's get in the car and take that right hand. Come on, everybody. Take that right. You too, Coach. Come on, lift it up. Reach over your left shoulder. Grab that seatbelt and buckle up.
Click, clack.
Click, clack. Let's go to work. All right, this is what we got to do. Let's pay the bills real quickly. Let's get all this podcast shenanigans out the way. Y'all know what you got to do. We need y'all to help us to take this show to a whole nother level. There's 4 things you can do, 4 free things, and we count on you, BU. Come on, Terriers. Let's stand up loud and proud. We need you to hang around to the end of this show. That's 1. Number 2, hit that like button. I'm telling y'all, when you do that, this show just bubbles all the way up to the top. I'm talking about number 3. You got to throw the pass. That's right. We need every one of y'all to become the point guards and your friends, your families, your circle, your colleagues. It don't matter. Send this show. Let's run the numbers up. Distribute. They're going to thank you for this one. I promise you. This is a good one. And last but not least, smash that subscribe button. That's right. Subscribe to the tribe. Become a part of the Sports Life Talk vibe. Coach Finch is BU. Go hold us down and show us some love on this. So y'all gonna run the numbers up for Sports Life Talk today.
Definitely.
Kevin, I think she said it with enough confidence. I like it. All right, come on, Coach Finch. Let's do it. Let's shout it loud and proud on the count of 3. Everybody smash that subscribe button in 3, 2, 1. Boo! Let's go! Oh my goodness. I felt it like a little earthquake. I felt a seismic shift right there for BU showing us so much love. All these big, massive terriers running around here. Coach, this is what we need. Everybody that just smashed the subscribe button, if they shared or they did anything, we want to welcome them to the family. It means a lot to us. And we need them to acknowledge themselves by throwing an emoji in the chat. You're the guest of honor today, Coach. You got 23 years in this game. You tell us, what is the emoji of the show?
Ooh. I love a good fire emoji.
Fire. Let's go. Y'all throw the fire emoji in the chat if you smash that subscribe button. If you did anything, it means a lot to us. Kevin, how much does it mean to us? What are we going to tell those individuals that throw that fire emoji in the chat?
I need to light a fire in this room right now. It's pretty cold, but we're going to tell them we're going to tell them thank you.
Thank you, BU. It means the most. Welcome to the family. And Kevin, now we don't take that family word lightly. We know that's the 2024 buzzword. We know everybody talk about family, but around here we don't do fans, we don't do followers, we only do family. So welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. If you just joined in with us, we appreciate it. And we promise y'all our commitment to excellence and to become the hardest working podcast in the game. We will not let you guys down. Well, without further ado, it's a little over 10 minutes in this thing, and we're about to take them on a roller coaster, Coach. This is your time. Welcome to the Sports Life Talks Initiation.
Oh, good thing I'm buckled up.
You got to stay buckled up. Stay buckled up. Why it's going to get crazy.
Okay, Coach, to kick off your initiation, we need for you to give us your top 5 music artists.
Oh, top 5. Oh, so I am a 90s R&B kind of person. Those are my jams. I know it does surprise people. I kid you not. But I also like a little old. I love Whitney Houston. So I'm gonna start there. I love Brian McKnight. I know. I know. I see some
come true. Come on, Coach. Go.
I love slow jams. Boys to Men, New Edition, and I'm gonna go with Jodeci.
Who?
Jodeci.
You didn't say no Jodeci. Oh my God, Coach, you ain't rocking no Jodeci. Now wait a minute, Coach. Baby, won't you just stay? Kevin, what do you got? Hey, Kevin.
What were you expecting?
Some
we weren't expecting that.
Hey, some Colby, what is it, Colby Calais? You know what I'm saying? Look, Nora Jones. I don't know what I was expecting in this day, but that right there.
That was probably, that's a top
California,
3.
So I love Tupac.
That's a top 3, top 5 of all time on this show, BJ.
I'm going to agree with you, KT. I'm going to agree with you, sir.
Coach, we like to rank everybody's top 5. The highest you can get is 10. But on occasions like this, B. Jones, we got to give her the mamba. We're going to give you the highest we can give you, Coach.
Kobe wore number 24.
You have no idea.
Let's go. Yeah, it's been a while since you gave out. That might be your first Mamba of the year, Kevin. That's your first Mamba of the year.
Did you see the heat?
Yes, all right.
I would have doubled it, but we don't have the budget. I would have gave him 48, but I was like, hey, we ain't got that kind of money.
Coach Finch, when we get off here, can you like send me the link to your playlist? Because I want to hear that Motown feeling. You know, Kevin, I just want to. Hey, she got the whole top 5. I mean, come on, let's go.
Yeah,
And New Edition. I've actually been the neighborhood that they're from is not far from where I live, actually.
Oh, that's right. They are from Boston area, Kevin. They are from that area.
We definitely coming up there sometime this summer. All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
I mean, I think I have to go with Captain Marvel. To female empowerment, right? So I think I have to go with Captain Marvel.
That was a good one. So we asked the superhero question, Coach, because we see coaches as superheroes. We know Captain Marvel has her own theme music. So what would your theme song be?
I'm going to a little bit out of left field because we're talking about superheroes and I think of heroes. So I'm going back to Mariah Carey's Hero.
Okay.
Wait, how does Mariah Carey Hero go, KT? Oh, you know what, Coach? How does it go? How does that one go?
Oh, I'm not going to sing.
The hero lies in you. Is that the one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah,
hero song. I'm not going to sing.
Yeah, all right, okay. I like that track. That's dope. That's dope.
So we had Whitney, Mariah.
We were already on the topic of heroes, and it's just kind of like I don't know. It's if you listen to the lyrics, it's a good song. Very PG.
Yeah, her and Whitney are two of the best vocalists of all time. I mean, Whitney's number 1, but Mariah is not that far from her. So
yeah, especially her older music, old school Mariah Carey.
Yeah. All right. So what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
Honestly, the biggest thing that basketball has taught me is just the ability to be flexible and adapt. Like in coaching, you know, you have to be able to pivot and change course and, you know, be very like flexible in what you're doing, how you're teaching, what's going on, what fires you're like. It's constantly like finding solutions. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's actually made me a calmer. I was very much type A as a kid and growing up, and probably my first several years coaching. I felt like everything had to go according to plan, fit in a box, and I've just realized like that's not how to be a good coach and what, you know, our players need. And so I just being able to be flexible and pivot and adapt has kind of influenced all parts of my life, and I'm probably much more easygoing than I was when I first started and when I was a younger, you know, adult.
Coach B and I, we're teaming up to produce a blockbuster movie all about you. The script is ready, the cameras are ready to roll, but we're missing one thing, a lead actress. Who should we get to play you in the story of your life?
I'm going to go with Sandra Bullock. And here's my reasoning.
Okay, let's go.
Well, I have a couple of reasons. One, she's a little bit on the taller side, and I'm 6'1". So she's a lot of her roles are a little awkward and goofy, and that is definitely my personality. So I think that it would fit me pretty well.
Now I'm gonna tell you who I had. I had Christian Wiig from
I like that. Yeah.
because I think she could really play you, and she kind of has that look. You know what I mean?
I would be flattered.
And you know, Christian Wiig is probably cheaper than Sandra Bullock too, so we probably actually got a shot to get her to do it.
I'm not gonna say mine. I'm not gonna say mine because the America gonna laugh at me. So I'm gonna pass on mine, KZ. Let's go.
All right.
You tell me off.
Yeah, I'll tell you all. She is a comedian, so I'll tell you that off air.
When B and I make our way to Boston to check y'all out, what's that one food spot we absolutely have to hit? And more importantly, what is your go-to meal there?
So there's a place on Newbury Street, which is one of the well-known streets in Boston, called Stephanie's. Stephanie's on Newbury. And when I first moved here, I learned that brunch is a competitive sport in Boston. Like brunch, everybody does brunch. And this is, I think, one of the best brunch spots in Boston. And they make a phenomenal blueberry lemon ricotta pancake.
Okay. Now that it turned up the heat pretty quickly, didn't it, KT? A lemon blueberry ricotta pancake. That sounds absolutely phenomenal. The deliciousness is written all over that.
It's like a farm to table kind of vibe, like with their food. It's pretty legit. It comes on like a iron skillet. It's good stuff.
Say less. Stephanie! Somebody call up Stephanie and let her know we on our way. Say, book a table, coach. Let's go.
No doubt. All right. So thanks for rocking with us. And as we wrap up the initiation and dive deeper into Coach Finch's story, drop your top 5 music artists, favorite superhero, and go-to food spot in the comments. Don't forget to check out more of our amazing You Got Next fam at sltyougotnext.com. Now let me pass the ball back to B to reintroduce our newest play cousin, Coach Brianna Finch. So B Jones, go ahead and take it away, brother.
KT, I need somebody out there to tag Stephanie in this, and y'all tell us what y'all are eating at Stephanie. That's what I want to know. They already got me hooked with the lemon ricotta, but I want a spread. I want some hash cakes. I want the whole deal. I want it Boston style. But let's go, Coach Finch. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Sports Light Talk family. You are super dope. I just absolutely love your energy, Coach. It is midnight in Boston. You smiling and profiling. I mean, I'm talking about you love basketball and you love sharing your journey. So I can't pick a better guest as we got the 2025 kicked off. But let's kick the show. Let's go. We on this great road trip. Let's start off telling them your story at the beginning. Let's take it back to your origin point. When did you fall in love with the game of basketball?
Wow, well, first of all, you see that I've been coaching for 23 years. So when I first started, when did I fall in love? It was around 4th or 5th grade, and I played in a rec league at the YMCA in Sac Town, and I was the only girl in the rec league. And I had never played any sports. I tried gymnastics for a hot second, but that didn't last because I'm 6'1", and that was not meant to be. And I don't know. I played in that league, and then I just kind of became obsessed with it. I always wanted to shoot in the driveway. Like, my dad would go out and rebound for me, and we put a hoop over the garage. It was probably 7.5 feet high, and our driveway was slanted. So when I was shooting at the bottom, it was 12 feet. I was shooting near the top. It was a 7-foot shot, and I couldn't get enough. I became obsessed, and I never stopped. I loved the game. I wanted to play in college, and then, just kind of kept pursuing it, and been fortunate enough to keep going and coaching all these years. But yeah, that was my first introduction was the YMCA.
Now I gotta ask you, Coach, because you 6'1", and you made sure you told Kevin straight up, I'm 6'1" and will get a bucket. Could you go, Coach? Was you cold back in Sacramento?
I mean, I like to think so.
All right, you took it to college.
When I graduated high school, I was the all-time leading scorer and leading rebounder and shot blocks. Held the record for block shots at my high school when I graduated. Obviously, since been broken. There have been many great players at that school and continue to be. But yeah, I like to think I was all right.
You was a bucket. You had it going on, Coach. All right. So let's take this thing because you played in college. Then you talked about. I got to ask you real quickly. When y'all played against Pat Summitt, real quickly, just kind of shine a light on that story. Was it? What was that experience like going against a Lady Vol team?
I don't know if I fully understood the moment when it happened. I was a freshman. I spent my first 2 years at the University of Portland before I finished at Sonoma State. And so it was my freshman year at Portland. And it was my first college game ever at the University of Tennessee. Right after they had won the national championship. Shamiqua Holtzclaw was there. I can't remember what year she was. Maybe she's a year older than me. And I just remember we went there. They gave us a tour of the facility. They took us back to the locker rooms. We were all like mouths dropped because it didn't look like our locker room back at Portland. But it was phenomenal. I remember being on the highlight of the news contesting Shamiqua Holtzclaw. I'm sure she scored over me. But it was, again, just being in that environment and now, being able to say I did get to play against, her and, when Coach Pat Summitt was the head coach and the legend herself. And it's phenomenal. It's a really cool experience to have in my memories.
Now, when did you realize you wanted to become a coach? I mean, we're talking to a hooper that was one of the best in the city of Sacramento, probably in the state. I bet you if I went and found some of your old highlights, you was working them over, Coach. You go to college. At what point did you come to terms with everything and say, you know what, my dream or my vision is more directed at helping other young ladies accomplish their dreams?
Yeah, I fell into it a little bit. I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do when I graduated, when I finished my undergrad. So I decided to stay in school longer until I could figure out what I wanted to do. So I enrolled in grad school at Sonoma State, and while I was there, I had the opportunity to be assistant at the junior college in Northern California, at Santa Rosa Junior College. And so I started coaching there while I was in grad school, and I loved it. I was a year or two older than the players I was coaching, which was a little interesting. But I loved the mentorship piece. I loved sharing. I loved being a part of their lives. I've always been very analytical. So the X's and O's part of the game has always been something that I've been good at. And, I think that obviously helped my transition into coaching. But really just the mentorship piece and, being able to continue to stay in the game. And then from there, I've been fortunate enough to make it my life's work and continue in the profession and impact as many lives as I can. And couldn't be more grateful.
Well, you did your thing. So how does a coach get the opportunity to go coach in Denmark? Like, I was expecting to read you played in Denmark, but you coached in Denmark and professionals over there. Like, how did that all come about?
Yeah, so it's, I've, throughout my years of coaching, I've recruited internationally quite a bit. Just the different places I've been able to build a pretty good international network. I had actually I coached in Ireland for a year or two, but at a lower level. And so after 11 years of being an assistant, I really had that itch to be a head coach. And that opportunity came up. My husband coaches as well. And so we kind of went as a package deal. Somebody that he is living in the Northeast, actually. And we were living in Utah. And he reached out to us and was like, there's a club in Denmark that needs a men's coach and a women's coach. Would you want to go? And we were like, okay, after many conversations, and, figuring out the contract piece and all that good stuff. But I had the chance. I'm like, I get to be a head coach of a professional team in Denmark. Kind of took a chance on myself. Didn't know what I was getting myself into, but that's kind of how it played out. And we went over there, and it was by far the best, professional decision I could have made at that point in my life for my coaching development. And it's amazing to live in another country and coach players from all different countries. It was really cool.
Kevin, can you imagine what that conversation was like with her husband? Like, baby, you get home, baby, do you know Dutch? You want to go to the movies now?
We don't have kids or a dog or anything like that. So thankfully it was easy to pick up and, have the flexibility to move.
That's super dope, Coach. Now, very rarely do we get to see coaches that have that associate head coach? Because that means a little something different, ladies and gentlemen. If you go back and you look at our 700 plus shows, you would realize there are assistant coaches and then there are associate head coaches. These are people with the higher level of pedigree that could definitely 1000% coach the team if they needed a second coach. And so you got this associate head coach title, but you also have a very rare title to go along with that. And every team has one. But it's never the second in command. It's never the top dog. It's the recruiting coordinator. That's kind of an entry level. Like, we give you the grunt work. You got more energy. You a little bit more in touch with the kids. So we gonna give you that role because it takes a lot more out of a coach to be a recruiting net coordinator. I think this is the first time we've ever seen both titles in one coach. How do you balance that, Coach? How are you the right hand to your head coach, but at the same time, out in the mainstream, out in the front lines, all the recruiting events, all of the high schools, all of the coaching calls, getting all this stuff together? How are you managing all of that?
I don't sleep.
That's when those 5:30s come. That's when the 5:30s.
I gotta get to the office at 6 a.m. to get stuff done before things come at me. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm very lucky to be in the position that I'm in. I mean, I think my work ethic and my experience affords me this, opportunity, but I'm very thankful for Melissa Graves, our head coach, that she's trusted me and given me, this opportunity. I came in as a recruiting coordinator based on my many years of experience and recruiting contacts, both domestically and internationally. And the plan was to eventually kind of move that off my plate and have me be able to focus a little bit more on the associate head coach piece. But there've been, a little bit of changes and turnover, and so it's just kind of stayed on my plate, which is fine. I love recruiting, to be honest. I love talking to kids. I actually had 3 recruiting calls tonight before I got on with you. I enjoy that piece, and like I said, the relationship piece, I don't mind having it. It does take a little bit more time, and I would love to be able to focus a little bit more on the coaching piece sometimes, but I make it work. And the biggest thing is I just show up as best I can every day and, try to do my job. And I think, again, the experience that I have allows me to be able to kind of balance it and make it work, just because I've probably worn that hat before, so I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I've probably done it. And so I just kind of pull from that experience to get done what I need to get done. But it can be a lot sometimes.
We're gonna talk some Boston basketball here in 1 second, but I do have to ask you, the NBA has already made that switch. They are very passionate about going overseas and drafting. I think I remember, was it last year, Kevin, or the year before that? It was almost the whole first round was about 60 to 70% overseas kids. We're not quite seeing that transition to the WNBA. Do you think the women's game is missing that international presence over here in the United States to help us elevate that talent level a little bit?
I mean, I think at the college level, it's already there. There are many international players, that have kind of found their way to the U.S. and then now, obviously, colleges kind of making that a priority to go overseas and recruit. If the game's global and the recognition is, and the exposure is global, which is phenomenal. There's talent everywhere. And I do think there will continue to be, a lot of international players that come over and, try to find their way into the WNBA, but there's so many great American players at that level. And they go overseas and play the rest of the year, in countries overseas when they're not in the WNBA. So, I just think there's so much good basketball on the women's game that it's really fun to see. And I wish, I'm glad the WNBA is expanding, because it's hard. I mean, there's so many players that have not made the W that are more than deserving. And so I think the fact that we can continue to expand is really cool too.
You know what else is fun to see? Those Terriers, them lady Terriers, get on that basketball court. So, Coach, Kevin had the opportunity to see you guys on television. I dropped the ball on that one, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't seen the Terriers hit the floor. So you got to tell us, Coach. Enlighten us right now. What is it like to watch those young ladies at Boston U hit the floor, hit the court, and what are we gonna get out of a BU team if we get the opportunity to see you play?
Yeah. So this year we're really young. So we're learning a lot. We have 12 underclassmen, 12. So yeah, talk about the recruiting piece. The last couple of classes have been really big for us. But it's fun. I mean, they love playing. They're phenomenal human beings, and they're a lot of fun to coach, so I can't complain. But we're trying to play in transition. We're trying to play a little bit more up tempo. Every year we've been here, we've tried to kind of move in that direction. We have a senior who's a phenomenal shooter, probably one of the best to, I think she just eclipsed the top 5 in 3-point field goals made. 2 years ago, she led the country in 3-point field goal percentage. And so, we've been really, lucky to have her. And then we've had some really good post players. Last year, we graduated the defensive player of the year and the conference player of the year. And she was a 6'3", 6'4" post player for us. And so we've been able to have that inside out threat. that's, we talk a lot about spacing and pace. So we're trying to play with pace in the full court and the half court. And that's just kind of what we pride ourselves on is, being able to do that and play inside out and outside in. And, and we just play hard and hopefully we have fun. I think that's the other biggest thing is like every day, we try to show up and enjoy the opportunity, enjoy the moment and stay present in that moment because you don't get it back. So let's get after it every time we have the opportunity to step on court and hopefully that joy comes through too in all of us.
Now, Coach, recruiting, you talked about recruiting and that's a very vital part of this. And I'm thinking Boston U is sound prestigious. It sounds like you got to have them academics. You got to have that class, them books under order. Do you have to recruit a kid with a higher IQ, with a higher intelligence level?
Absolutely. Yeah, we are very academic. We're comparable to the Ivy League. The Patriot
I was just
League.
about to ask, do y'all play in the Ivy or the Patriot? So y'all got to be smart. So, Coach, I'm gonna let you put on your recruiting hat. We go to the last question. Tell America why these kids need to be lining up and coming to play for BU. And I don't want to hear no Stephanie's because they already got me hooked. I'm about to commit on Stephanie's alone. But Coach, tell us why a kid need to come play at Boston University.
Well, you nailed it. I mean, it's the best of everything. 2 years ago we won the Patriot League. We went 17-1 conference, won the first Patriot League championship in women's basketball in the Patriot League, and so we're going to compete for championships. You're going to get a top 5 education or top 50 education, top 5 in my book, but top 50 education. And Boston is a really cool city. We're considered an urban campus, so we're right in the heart of the city, which is, I think our players really love being able to get to everywhere. They can hop on the T and get down to TD Garden and catch a Celtics game. We're literally less than a mile from Way Park, which is really cool. And, again, just from an academic piece, there's opportunities for internships and things like that. So it's really, we like to call it the trifecta. You get the best of all three.
And don't y'all got a good female hockey team? I think y'all got some good hockey out there at Boston University, don't you?
We do. I know nothing about hockey. I went to my first hockey game 2 years ago, and had no idea what was going on. But we do. Our men's and women's ice hockey is phenomenal. Our men's ice hockey made the Frozen Four last year, and our women's
That's what it was. The men's hockey team. Yeah, I saw that. Shout out to the men's hockey team at Boston University, and shout out to those young ladies. I can't wait to see that 3-point shooter play. Coach Brianna Finch, welcome to the championship.
Bucket.
What'd you say, Coach?
I said, talk about a bucket. She's a bucket.
Oh, I sound like a sniper. Absolutely. Coach, welcome to the championship rounds. Now, I will admit it, I enjoyed this so much. My energy was high. I went along on the questions, Coach. So we're going to narrow it down to one round. Kevin, can I do the one round? Do we have time at least for one round? All right, come on. One round. This is what we're going to do, Coach. This is normally the game where we play our version of Would You Rather, okay? So this is both Kevin and I are going to give you an option. Whichever option you like, that host will win that 1 point. We only doing one round, so whoever win this round will win. But this is the deal. We're not doing any options today, Coach. We are only going to do the sneaker round. That's right. Kevin and I are tremendously huge sneaker fans, and we prepared a pair of sneakers that we thought that you would like, Coach. So this is the deal. If you look good, you feel good, and you play good. So, Coach, we playing good today. On the count of 3, we're going to get you to say, hold that sneaker. Whichever sneaker you pick, that host will win this game. You ready, Coach? Can you do that? You got it?
I think so.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker. Ooh, that is a tough one. I think
You play us watching, Coach.
I think I'm going with the Jordans.
Which ones though? You going with the 4s or the 1s?
I think I'm on with the 4s.
The 4s? Oh, let's go! Oh my goodness! What a show! What an upset! What an upset, Kevin! You thought you had it in the book with the 1s. Let's go!
I just pulled out my shoe. But what I am doing, as soon as this episode's over, I'm deleting Coach Finch's number from my phone. I can't believe she did me like this.
Oh my goodness! A new champ has been crowned, ladies and gentlemen. What an upset! I don't win a lot, but when I win, it's big. It's major. I love it. I love it. I love it. Coach Finch, thank you so much. Shout out to the administration. Shout out to Coach Gray. Y'all all make good hiring decisions around. Boston is doing it right. I'm going to tell you that much. Shout out to all my Terriers. Let's go, Coach. Everybody.
Love a good upset. What can I say?
Too. We shocked the world today, Coach. All right, Boston U. Let's represent one of your very own. Y'all follow her at WBB Coach Finch on Twitter. I'm assuming it's gonna be the same on IG, Coach. We'll put your IG down in the chat as well. Y'all can learn more about Coach Finch on the Boston University women's basketball page. Y'all got to check it out. The roster's dope. A lot of good content there. But y'all make sure y'all tapping into her journey because it's just getting started. It's at the beginning. But Coach, with that being said, the title of the show is You Got Next. So we all following you now, Coach, in your own words. What's up next for you?
I would like to, get us back to the championship game this year. We've been in the Patriot League Championship the last 2 years, come up a little short. So we're trying to get back to that game, turn the corner, and get ourselves to the big dance. I've never been. I would love to have that experience with our team and our young team. And so for me, in the short term, that's the goal. That's the goal, is to get us there and bring home a Patriot League championship, Patriot League tournament championship, and get to the big dance.
That's an automatic bid, ain't it, Coach?
Yeah,
it is.
Let's go dance and put your dancing slippers on, BU.
I would love to.
I don't want to talk about slippers or shoes or anything on this episode, but Coach, do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Any shout outs? I'm gonna shout out our team and our staff, and our whole, honestly, the reason I came to BU was the people, and the reason I did BU is the people. And so I'm giving a shout out to the people in our athletic department. It's just great people, great, really bringing forth the student athlete experience. And obviously I mentioned Coach Graves giving me the opportunity. And then our players are just great. They're just great. They're humans. And they're going to go on to do amazing things in this world. And I'm just thankful to get to be a part of their journey.
Coach, this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Coach, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
I am calling out Daisy Fetter. And she is, I will tell you, she is an assistant coach at UC Santa Barbara. I actually recruited her to UC San Diego back in 2008-ish, I think is about 2007. She ended up being an All-American at UC San Diego, went on to play professionally in Israel for 5 years, which is really cool. And then she started coaching once she came back, and was at UC San Diego, was at LMU, and then now it's UC Santa Barbara. And she's a phenomenal human being as well, and just a really up and coming young coach in the profession, and all about the student athlete, and one of the best players I've ever recruited, and one of the best people I've ever been able to, be a part of her journey as well.
Coach, you had me at 5 years of hooping in Israel. You kept adding on some lanyard to it. I love it. Daisy Fetter, let the world know that you are up next. It is official. Your ticket just got punched and you are now on the clock. So get your top 5 ready and find us somewhere delicious with some lemon ricotta, blueberry pancakes, because we got to get this thing cracking. We're going to get you on the show in season 5. And I can't be more pleased to welcome and invite you to the show. Coach Brianna Finch, you got next. You are the truth, Coach. I love your energy. I love your vibe. I love your tenacity, your endurance, your values, your love for the game, your passion, your persistence, and your hard work ethic. Coach Finch, you are extraordinary and elite. You deserve a yeet. Wop. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Sac Town, Kevin. We don't know it, like from Boston to Sac, like, oh my goodness, the whole country needs to be everywhere. Y'all turn it up. Shout out to you, Coach. Thank you so much for being on the show. Shout out to everybody watching this right now. Thank y'all for watching another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. We can't do this without y'all, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm smiling right now, it's because the love in my heart for you being here has just resonated with me. This has been a fun episode. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Thank y'all one more time for watching. Don't forget, smash that subscribe button. Throw the fire emoji in the chat if you do so. Let us know. Kevin is maniacal about reaching out to you guys and telling y'all how much we appreciate y'all. And I don't know, Kevin, we might do something like throw a free t-shirt in this thing. We might give away some swag for our Boston community for showing us some love today at Sports Life Talk. That's right. That's how you find KT and I. We the hardest working show in the game. Over 700 shows have been aired in the previous 5 years. I think we're going to at least hit about 140, 150. But the reason the numbers went down is because we have the good news to announce. We are now the host of Inside Colorado Basketball Hoop Show on Uprise TV. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. It's a show that focuses on the Box State. We'll leave that plug down, that link down if you want to see more content from us. And if you want to be on the show, go to our website, sltugotnext.com. Click on the nominate tab. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Leave us, I don't know, we'll send you a link or some kind of request. We want you to email us a 60-second video as to why you feel like you got next. We only get so many slots, and so now we got to elevate a little bit on who we can get on the platform. Please reach out to us, hit us up. We'll give you an audition to be on the show. And last but not least, Kevin and I don't fly anywhere. We hit the road. That's right. We are always in the car. And if you are always in the car traveling or you love listening to podcasts, make sure you download this show in the audio format as well as over 700 episodes. I'm going to keep saying that because I'm very proud of that number. We work hard, ladies and gentlemen, but the shows are phenomenal. We got guests from WNBA, Olympians, head coaches. Some of the names that have graced this platform has been absolutely crazy. It's been a tremendous blessing, and we would love for you to enjoy that and keep all the laughs, keep all the energy, and all the inspiration and positivity moving forward with the You Got Next podcast. Download it on Spotify or Apple, wherever you may find your podcast. KT, fix your face, man. It was a good episode. I know I won. I know I'm the champ. Let's get up out of here, man. Come on, let's go home.
B. Jones, I had my red and white hat right here. I was going to throw it on. I was going to, commit to Boston U. And then the recruiting coordinator let me down. So, yeah, maybe next year. But, Coach, thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know, and we got your back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's been awesome. I appreciate it.
Hey, Coach Finch. Because when a hero comes along with the strength to carry on. Yeah. Because a hero lies in you. Sports Life Talk Nation. We love y'all. Stay safe. Be blessed. Respect each other and love one another. Because together we are better. And listen, tough times don't last, but tough people do. So keep dreaming big. Because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
I knew you had next because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. You did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, sports like talk out the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports like talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking sports, life, talking this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sports, life, talking this.